It's time to dust off your favourite chair and sit in front of the big screen TV. Get a drink in your hand because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Your number one host, the Thunder from Down Under, a man on a quest to make money for beer. Sparring DK presents Relegation Regen Rebuild, Atletico Madrid. Hello and welcome back to Relegation Regen Rebuild here with Atletico Madrid. We've moved up to 14th position. We got a win in the last episode and we're going to be looking to push on that form today. We are about 3/4 of the way through January. The transfer window will shut. Not that that has anything to do with us, but that means that the first of the month is coming around. We'll have some new personal trainers. We'll get some youth scout reports back. So let's jump into this episode. First and foremost with a player upgrade. Right, today's player upgrade is for David Lopez, the new young central attacking midfielder from Spain, from the Youth Academy. This one comes from Arsenal FC 14. Thank you very much for your comment. I think he's had a couple of upgrades as well from memory. 5 thumbs up at the time of recording this one. He's only a fringe player, so I assume some of you just don't care. But you never know. He may spike himself and he may get above Alvarez and Lopez in that cam position. But anyway, we've gone with the number 30, long sleeves, tight fit, with some white boots. These boots look very, very nice. I do enjoy these. I think they're Mizuno's, maybe, but they've got a nice little bit of silver on the back there. They are something really nice. And the white ankle tape. So David Lopez is ready to go if called upon. He may get an opportunity at some stage, but for now, he is just a fringe bench player. Thank you for your comment, Arsenal FC 14. Let's roll on with this episode. Okay, it is the first of the month and it is time for a youth squad monthly report. Declan Rose, 64 overall, 75 to 83 potential. He has dropped right off and we are going to release him. Nicholas Evans is looking okay, 89 to 94, 6'2", waiting for this lad to come of age. He could be something special in the future. German Riviero, 81 to 87 centre-back, coming along nicely. Bjorn Dahl, 71 to 91, 6'6" striker. We'll see how he develops. Francesco Rotella, the left back from Spain, 56 overall, 80 to 94 potential, physically strong. Maxim Vanderbroek is a 91 to 94, 58 overall. Looking forward to seeing him in the team. Vincent Galliano, 80 to 94, another left back here, as well as physically strong. Julio Quiroga, 63 overall. He is 18 years of age, 92 to 94 potential. I'm going to wait until he asks to be called up, though, because he can't actually play for us just yet. He would come under our little international rule. We've got Juan Nunez. He is a 6'6" Spanish centre-back, 73 to 87. Jerry Hennessy, 76 to 94 centre midfielder from Northern Ireland. Joaquim Magellan, the Portuguese goalkeeper, 86 to 92. Just hoping that those reactions start growing. Argus Mavrudis, he is 18 as well. We could possibly sign him, but I don't think we need him just yet. So we'll wait until he asks for a contract. David Ibanez is a 77 to 94 Spanish centre-back at 6'2". And we've got Geronimo Soria is a right back, 76 to 94, defensive-minded. So that is the Youth Academy. I'm not going to make any signings at this stage. It's just too hard to give them any game time, and they're going to start getting shitty if we put too many players in. So we'll wait until they ask for a contract, and we'll just let them marinate here in this Youth Academy. Also got a training injury to Luciano Arnos. He sprained his ankle at training, and he won't be available for 9 days. Well, that's just great. You're barely doing anything on the pitch, and now you go and get yourself bloody injured. NG on the Atletico Madrid fringes, although not one of the first names that you'd expect to find on the team sheet at Atletico Madrid. Andy NG is nevertheless still frustrated, man. I'm not saying that I should play every game, said the centre-back, but for the sake of my career, I need to get more involved in the squad rotation. I need to look elsewhere to get some first-team action, he concluded. It's too early to say if it's the beginning of the end for NG at Atletico Madrid, but he is clearly not happy with his current status at the club. Well, put on the bloody mascot's outfit, get out there, do your job, and you might get an opportunity in the first team. But let's go and check in with Pierre Rocher around the world and the Media Watch.
Media Watch with Pierre Rocher.
Peter Shepherd in on the Media Watch today, and apparently the Athletic fans have always been proud of their defensive prowess, but the lack of goals has the fans clamouring for a more attacking formation, such as a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-3-3. Arnos and Aguado need to be on the pitch at the same time in order to utilise their attacking skills. Hopefully Mancini will experiment in the next few games to spark the offence. Well, I have seen Mancini playing with his little black book, and he may have a few things up his sleeve. We'll have to wait and see if he wants to bring those into the game. Daniel Scala in on the media watch today, and fluctuations in recent form have brought an old controversial tactic out of Mancini. Used by the likes of Sir Alex Ferguson and Jose Mourinho, Mancini has introduced the envelope of disappointment to Atletico Madrid. Every month he hangs up an envelope with the names of poorly performing players in the locker room, starting that the names in here will disappoint me. The envelope has been used as a motivation tactic, trying to elicit a determined response from players whose names are in the envelope. It would be quite interesting to know which athletic players are inside each monthly edition. Well, there have been some players that need to pull their finger out, and maybe their names are in these envelopes. And finally, we've got a message in from Caleb Talks, and apparently Donald Trump has recently taken interest in Atletico Madrid's situation. He says the team's current performance, in his words, is sad, and the club manager Mancini should use the wall formation in every game in order to start getting results. Well, obviously Mancini is looking in that little black book of formations, and he may bring back the wall. We'll have to wait and see. But that's all we've got time for today in the Media Watch. I've been Pierre Rocher, and you have yourself a good day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's Atletico Madrid at home at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium, taking on Real Oviedo. And Oviedo are having a decent season. I think they sit inside the top, well, they're 5th. So, yes, they are having a good season. Well, Mancini has seen the media watch, and looks like he's gone to the black book here. And he's told the lads we're going out with the wall. So, Donald Trump might be a little bit happy with seeing Atletico Madrid listening to his ideas and philosophies. The wall will be set up here today, and hopefully we can play for a draw or push on for a win against a team that is playing a lot better than what we are this season. Lovato will start between the sticks as the goalkeeper in form. A couple of clean sheets of late, and we really haven't let in a goal for quite a considerable amount of time, which is good to see. Our defensive prowess is working. Arnos on the injury bench, so he is not in the lineup today. NNG does get a call up as a substitute, so we'll have to wait and see if he gets any action. But we start with Aguado. That is not how the lineup looks, I can tell you that right now. We will press pause and have a quick look. So the lineup actually looks like this, with Aguado up front, Alvarez and Russo in the attacking central midfield positions. Gallardo and Lopez are the wing-backs. We've got Gallardo, Amaral, Bello and Rios as the 4 centre-backs. Manuel fits in the plug in the middle in the central defensive midfield role. And we've got Lovato. We've got Prado, Rodriguez, Ramirez, Duarte, Lopez. That is David Lopez, possibly a debut for him today. NG and Villalba on the bench. Let's get into this game and see what we can do against 5th place, Real Oviedo. Back off to Sergio. He'll play it back through for Aguado. Tries to turn his man. Slips it off. Alvarez! Oh, great save from Juan Carlos. And the first attack comes from Atletico Madrid. They've set up the wall, but that doesn't mean they're not going to attack today. Sergio with a good strike and a good save, and we've got a corner here early. It'll be Sancho to deliver. Russo gets a piece of it. Amaral tries. Sergio Alvarez, it's taken the deflection. And here is Diego Lopez. The real key to this formation is the lads pushing forward and then pushing back to defend when required. Alvarez brings it forward. Here is Lopez. Back to Alvarez. No, it was Manuel who cut it off. And this is where you need to push back and really defend hard, boys. Push back now. It's Aaron. Works his way forward. Rios gets the head up. Lovato gets the punch. Manuel feeds it off. Alvarez gave it back. That's not good. Here's the strike, and it's hit the sidebar. Well, it's a corner here for Oviedo. Half an hour gone. Not a lot of action in this one. Another good catch there from Lovato, but other than the first initial attack, we haven't really seen a lot of the ball. Oh, lovely tackle from Sergio Alvarez. Tries to beat off his man here, and he pushes himself down the line. Let's go, little Sergio. Can he get this cross in? He looks for Aguado, but it was a poor cross. Oh, Sergio Alvarez with another steal. Pushes his way forward here. Needs Aguado in an attacking position. Oh, Aguado. Well, we get a free kick out of it, though, because Alvarez has been taken down. An opportunity here. Diego Rios stepping up for the free kick for some reason at 69. Lying on the wall, sneaking forward as usual. Probably get a fake yellow. No, they fixed it. He's got a real yellow card. Oh, jeez. Well done, EA. It's good to see you making one fix up there. And who have we got that's on the free kicks? Russo, 80. 32 yards out. What can he do here? Oh, straight into the wall. And then hits it on the volley, and it's well wide. Well, there's the whistle for half-time. The wall has held true, but it's 0-0. Brings it back for Duarte, who checked in at half-time for Diego Lopez. Can he exploit his pace here? Works his way through. It's a lovely run from Duarte. Oh, picked off at the last pass. Oh, great block from Amaral. Russo gets in. Aguado fires it off. Here's Sergio Alvarez. He hasn't got much left in the tank. Slips it off now for Aguado. Aguado takes the game on. Here is Aguado. Can he finish? No! Straight at the keeper. Oh, no. Russo. Manuel finds Aguado. Oh, it's a lovely touch. Aguado. Oh, great defending. He's going to need some help here. And he gets it off, and it's Aguado. He's found the opening. Aguado cuts back inside. Oh, levelled in the box. Well, final two changes. It's Andy NG and David Lopez on debut, checking in for Russo and Alvarez. And, well, we'll get a look here at David Lopez, see if he can create something. And Andy NG, well, he's got the call up. What is Mancini thinking? We know what happened last time NG was on the pitch. Plays it back for Manuel. Here is David Lopez. Oh, a little bit of skill and a little bit of flair. Moves his way forward now. Chips over the top. Wants the run. Oh, poor chest work there from Duarte. But I think we've got a corner. We have. Sancho Gallardo to deliver. Whips it inside. NG! No, it was Bello. Oh, it's NG. Oh, trying to take his man on. Now he's caught out. We don't have any defenders. Bello. Amaral. Plays it off. Lopez. Finds Gallardo. Works his way forward. Slips it down the line to Duarte. Duarte pushes on forward. Here's the cross. Wants Aguado. It's come out the back. It's Rios. Oh, he can't slip it past Juan Carlos. And NG gets the touch. Rios now off to Gallardo, should I say. It's a lovely ball off to Duarte. Duarte! Oh! From Gallardo. Manuel lays it off. And it's David Lopez. Gets the touch forward. Aguado gets the run here from Gallardo. He'll chip over the top. Needs Aguado to hit it. Oh, what a save. Get in there, boys. Fuck, no. Oh, my days. We had opportunities there at the end. And it finishes 0-0. Well, 11 shots to 4, even playing the wall formation. We got forward. We found some adventure. And let's have a look at the player rating so you guys can vote for the Regen today. An 8 there for Gallardo. Jose Manuel was involved. Bello was okay as well. David Lopez got, you know, a debut. Rios was good. Duarte showed some signs when he checked in. Andy NG, well, he didn't fuck up. Aguado a 7-1. Russo a 7-1. Alvarez a 7-7. Lovato 4 saves and a clean sheet. Get voting up in the eye for your player of the match. Well, we've lost Diego Lopez with a sprained knee for 3 weeks. That's not too bad. Okay, a new month and it's time for some new personal trainers. So let's jump into this one. We've got Connor Foster, wants Placido Bello trained on in defensive endurance. Next we have Bug Freak, who wants Rain to train on his finishing. Storo13 wants Arnos train on penalties for his finishing abilities. Edstar 2015, David Lopez, the new lad, on dribble position. And finally, it's Miguel Lopez with Sancho Gallardo to improve his dribbling. There is our training for the month of February. Let's get into it and see if anyone is willing to rise to the occasion. No, not today. All right, let's jump into this game. It's Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium hosting CD Numancia. And, well, it seems the Black Book is out once again. This one is called Double Trouble. It is a 4-4-1-1 kind of formation. And I believe Pete Shepherd in the media watch suggested this one. So must have been rifling through Mancini's playbook. So we're going with an interesting lineup today, though, because this is a Tuesday night encounter. We've just played on a bloody Sunday, so most of the lads were very, very tired. The only player from the starting lineup is Aguado. He's under about 70% stamina. Everyone else has been replaced. We're the best defensive team. We're also the lowest scoring team. So I guess we're doing one thing right. The other thing we need to turn around, and that is find some goals, and maybe we can do that today with this formation. But we do have some suspect players in this lineup. Let's have a look. We've got Ramirez between the sticks. It's Rodriguez. Andy and G gets another corner up with Castillo as the centre-back partnership. Diaz on the left-hand side is the captain today. We go with Cardenas, Picarini, Reina, and Granero on the right-hand side. Arnos in the centre forward and Aguado in the striking role. We'll see how many minutes we get out of him. We do have Prado available on the bench today. So I'll be interested to see how this formation pans out for the boys. If we can get a few shots on goal, but we need to obviously worry about our defensive line. There is the Numancia side. Let's get into this game. Picarini over the top, wants the run here, gets it from Cardenas, but he can't control it, pops out the back. Munier with the save. Oh, good work from Andy and G. Gets the tackle in, and he's shown some signs of promise here today. Here is Reina. He'll lay this one off. Luciano Arnos. He's got space to burn. He needs to feed this one off, and he does to Reina. Reina cuts back. Can he deliver? No, he can't. It holds up. Rodriguez with the touch. Brings this one inside. Reina picked off. Come on, Reina. Oh, Andy and G. Yes, lad. Good from Castillo. Here's Reina. Cardenas. Arnos lays this one forward. Gets Aguado. Aguado plays it back forward. Here is Arnos. Oh, good save. Good save from the keeper, but some good signs there from the boys for some build-up play. Here is Granero to deliver. Whips it inside. Comes out the back. Andy and G. Will he have a poke? No. Plays it off. Reina takes the strike. And I think that might be another corner. It is. Oi, Ramirez. Big save there from the Argentinian on the cusp of half-time. We haven't looked that threatening, to be fair. There's the header, and there is the goal. One set piece was enough for Numancia to take the lead, just what we did not want to give away. And we concede a goal here on the cusp of half-time, and we're going to need a big performance here in the second half to get back into this game. Well, that is a perfect set piece. No one really marking him up. And he just whips it over the top of Ramirez. And you wonder if Lovato would have got to that one. 1-0.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here.
And there is the whistle. So it is 1-0 going into half-time. Here's Picarini. Drives his way forward. Arnos lays it off. Reina! Oh, high. Well, Lucio Prado will check in for Aguado. Bring the Mexican on and see if he can spark something here. Oh, it's up to Andy and G. That's not good. And Andy gets done inside out. Here's the strike. There's two. There is two as Atletico Madrid fall apart at the back. Well, we haven't had a lot of venom going forward, and now we've been caught unstuck. Andy and G turned inside out. Oh, like a cupcake wrapper. And that's it, 2-0 down. We're going to have to throw the kitchen sink at this one. All right, here we go. Mancini making the changes. Villela and Castaneda checking for Cardenas and Granero. Let's get some pace in on these wings. Arnold switches and goes up front. Let's go all-out attack. Prado. Castaneda. Oh, Castaneda. Oh, picked off. It was a good idea. Holy shit, caught out at the back. Andy and G trying everything he can. It doesn't matter, it's 3-0. Oh, boys, you got to get back and defend as well. Oh, it's all over. Well, how the hell was he onside? Andy and G was having a nap, calling for a drink bottle or something. And pants down our ankles, that's it. Game over, 3-0. Can he create something? Luciano Arnos, oh my God, every time he goes high. Oh, Andy and G. Andy, what have you done, mate? Oh, I think it's your last game now, mate. I think it's your last fucking game now. There's no doubt about it. That was horrendous. He just was bobbing around like a fucking apple in a barrel. What are you doing, NG? Oh, where'd he go? Oh, shit, he's past me. I gotta catch him. Oh, no chance in hell. 4-0 off the sidebar. Just to rub salt into the wound. What, Numantia can smell blood. Oh, NG almost gives away another one. There's Castaneda, but you know the whistle's just gonna blow. There it is. A 4-0 smashing. And we go back to the drawing board. Well, it was 9 shots to 8. We definitely were in the game. We just fell apart there when we threw the kitchen sink at it, and it all fell apart pretty quickly. Aguado with a 7.5. He tried hard until he had to go off. Ramirez has let in 4. Probably not all his fault. Andy NG gets a 7.5. He cost us 3 goals, mate. How do you get a 7.5? Oh, my days. I thought Diaz was serviceable as well, but no one else really showed up to knock on the door. So get voting up in the eye for your player of the match, if there is a player of the match. Well, this is the final player, I think, that we have left to upgrade at the moment. It is Alberto. I think he was here in Season 1 as well, but we haven't really seen much of him in action, especially this season. But yeah, feel free to give him a number and upgrade his kit. We'll probably send him on his way once the transfer window is available for Atletico, but that is still 12 months away, and you never know. He might turn into something. So get commenting down below on what number and how we're going to set up his kit. And the one with the most thumbs up will get the upgrade. Well, that 4-0 loss has definitely hurt us. We've slipped to 18th position. Okay, it's getting a little bit serious now. I probably need to zone in and actually fight a little bit harder rather than going for the throat. We probably should have just shut up shop and try and hit them on the counter attack, but I actually went for it, just trying out a new formation. It didn't really play into my hands, to be fair. I mean, the thing is, I'm quite comfortable with the formation that I normally use, as you can see that probably in the last episode. We tried some things out here. The wall is definitely okay if we need to defend against one of these bigger teams, but I think once we face anyone that's you know, beatable, that we should probably use our standard formation, push forward and try and get some goals off the wings. I think the one thing that we are definitely missing in this career mode is a taller forward. I mean, we've got Aguado, whose finishing isn't too bad now, and Arnos, but for me, my playstyle, I prefer a big target forward, a big 6'3", 6'4" style player up there with a bit of strength and a bit of pace. Just so I can whip a few, how many heading goals have we scored in this career mode? Like, fuck all. So, if you look back at Forest Green, if you forest that one, well, Dylan Allen, a lot of my goals came from whipping from the wing and getting those headers, which we're just not getting in this one. So, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully we get another big striker coming through, someone that we can at least bring on with 15 minutes to go and whip some balls into the box. I don't know what else we can do. I think the standard formation works for us. But yeah, that's where we'll leave it today. Hopefully by the time I get back to the next session of recording, I'm a little bit more all cleared up and we can push on and do more 3-game episodes. Because I do want to speed this up just a touch. I have felt that since we went to 2-game episodes with all the media watching the training and all that kind of... I like all that stuff in the episode, hopefully you guys too. But I feel that we probably still need to get 3 games of footage in here. Otherwise this career mode is just going to take like 10 months to finish off. But hopefully you've enjoyed yourself. We will see you in the next one. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.